My name is Dave Smith, and I'd like to bid you a warm welcome to Alaska and the exciting, vibrant municipality of Anchorage. Alaska exists on a scale barely within the grasp of the imagination. The Aleuts called it Alyeska, the Great Land. Stretching across 586,000 square miles, it is 1/5 the area of the continental United States. Put another way, it's twice as big as Texas and 5 times the size of New England. There's a solitude in the vastness of the land. You can find rare pleasure in glimpsing a purity of life found only in the heart of the wilderness. Life flows in a tide that is self-sufficient and self-renewing. We shall never again have a wilderness frontier quite like Alaska. There are thriving populations of wild creatures that deepen man's reverence for life. Captivate you with its scenery, history, and hospitality. Discover for yourself the unique blend of past and present. Explore the vast, unspoiled land, the majesty, the romance. Let yourself be lured by the same sense of discovery that compelled early explorers. Be captivated, enjoy, and gather more memories than you can possibly take home. Anchorage is the hub of Alaska's south central region. You'll find our climate to be moderate, much like the Rocky Mountain region. This area has been populated by Alaska natives for nearly 6,000 years, but it wasn't until 1914, when Congress authorized a railroad link, that Anchorage started to grow. And grow it did. Starting with a land auction in 1915, the relocation of Midwest farmers in the 30s, the World War II military buildup, and the discovery of oil in the 50s, Anchorage has been on the move. During the summer, a magnificent display of flowers can be found throughout the municipality. With terrain that varies from sea level to 5,000 feet, Anchorage has set aside 14,000 acres for public parklands. A 2,000 square mile repository of Alaskan history, wilderness, glaciers, and wildlife, Anchorage is the southern hub of a busy transportation and service network linking the diverse regions of Alaska. But Anchorage is also on the edge of the Alaska wilderness. Often, wild animals can be seen within the boundaries of the municipality. forget the fishing. Some of the best fishing in the world can be found within a few minutes flight time of Anchorage. By the hundreds of thousands, the salmon of the North Pacific Ocean return each year. If salmon aren't big enough for you, try your luck on halibut. Catching a 100-pounder can be the thrill of a lifetime. Discover all that Anchorage has to offer. Find restaurants to please any taste are very accessible. Evening entertainment. Shopping opportunities include authentic Alaska native-made crafts, hand-sewn parkas, and custom-made furs. Tours with hotel pickup for your convenience are also available. Let us take you on a visual walking tour of downtown and show you some of our favorite places. The streets in downtown Anchorage are easy to follow. From north to south, the streets are numbered, 4th, 5th, and 6th Avenues, and so on. The streets east and west are alphabetical, A, B, C, etc., and when the letters end, the names in alphabetical order begin. Barrow, Cordova, Denali, Eagle. Our walking tour will take you from Denali Street to L Street and encompass 4th, 5th, and 6th Avenues. Before we begin, let me give you some landmarks to follow and show you your general location. On I Street, between 4th and 5th Avenues, is the Captain Cook Hotel. The Cook is in the west. On 5th and Cordova stands the Days Inn Hotel. On 3rd Avenue, between E and F Streets, is the Anchorage Hilton Hotel. The Hilton is in the north. On the corner of 6th and H Streets is the Inlet Inn downtown. Further up 6th, between Denali and Eagle Streets, is the Sheraton Hotel. The Sheraton is in the east. To the north, on 3rd Avenue, between A and Barrow Streets, is the Travelodge. On 5th Avenue and G Streets is the Westmark Hotel Anchorage. Other hotels outside our walking tour area, like the Golden Lion on 36th, the Anchorage International Inn at the airport in Lake Hood, the Mush Inn on Concrete Street, the Northern Lights Inn on Northern Lights Boulevard, and the Samovar on Gamble are just a short cab ride away from the downtown area. We're going to start our walking tour on the corner of 5th Avenue and I Street, at a place that I know you'll enjoy the sights. Just across the street from the Captain Cook Hotel is 5th Avenue Interiors, where they're proud to offer a select mix of merchandise in contemporary home furnishings, great gifts, and fun. 5th Avenue Interiors rivals any store of its type anywhere. Compare their prices to similar products back home. With no sales tax, you'll often find them more affordable. This is also a great place to find that perfect accent piece you've been looking for. Get your purchase to your hometown. All the items in the store can be boxed and shipped at a lower cost than you might expect. Look for the many unique items that are made in Alaska. We invite you to browse at your leisure in a bright, beautiful, relaxed setting. Take time to have coffee or tea while your purchases are being made ready. Enjoy. 5th Avenue Interiors, 900 West 5th Avenue, 272-5555. Next, we'll cross I Street and go to the Alaska Wilderness Museum. Enter the Alaska Wilderness Museum and be surrounded by authentic wildlife dioramas. Your experienced guide will tell you about the powerful grizzly bear, the tiny Arctic fox, the habits of the wolf, and the annoying playfulness of the black bear. When you visit the Wilderness Gift Shop, you'll be pleasantly surprised. The shelves are filled with authentic Alaskan-made dolls and native arts and crafts. Browse through the selection of jewelry, ivory carvings, Alaskan clocks, and souvenirs. The Alaska Wilderness Museum, 844 West 5th Avenue, 274-1600. As we leave the museum, we'll go back to I Street, turn left, and go to 6th Avenue, then turn right. Notice the proximity of the 5th Avenue building and the Captain Cook. About halfway up the block is the Ivory Broker. The Ivory Broker can offer you something unusual and truly unique. While in Anchorage, I strongly recommend that you visit the Ivory Broker, where they have selections ranging from native arts and crafts, world-class scrimshaw, carvings, and prehistoric artifacts. If it's a gift for the folks, a small souvenir, or an item for the serious collector, you're sure to find it here at the very best prices around. Even in modern-day Anchorage, you can still step back into the past of 50,000 years ago. You can see and touch 150-pound woolly mammoth tusks, a prehistoric bison skull, and other antiquities. The Ivory Broker, where quality and selection and value are always present. The Ivory Broker, 817 West 6th Avenue, 274-1664. Across 6th Avenue on the corner of H Street is the Musk Ox Producers Co-op. Here you will find a product and gifts found nowhere else. Qiviut, the wool from the musk ox. It's light, warm, doesn't shrink, doesn't itch, and it's very soft. It's also quite rare. More than 200 people in rural Alaska depend on the Musk Ox Producers Co-op for supplemental income, and the knitters in each village have their own specified patterns. In the 1920s, a small herd of muskox was reintroduced to Alaska by the government. This government attempt to domesticate the animals was abandoned, but private individuals tried and finally succeeded. A large cow will produce about 5 to 6 pounds of Qiviut a year. Then it is washed, blocked, and knitted by native Alaskans, like Elsie Hooper and her daughter, shown here in their village of Tununuk. A must on your itinerary. Make time to see this fine Alaskan product, Qiviut. The Musk Ox Producers Co-op, 604 H Street, 272-9225. Continuing up 6th Avenue, a block and a half, you will come to 6th Avenue Outfitters. Many people come to Alaska not fully prepared to take part in our wilderness experiences or for the vast climactic changes they will encounter. 6th Avenue Outfitters is one-stop shopping for all your outdoor needs. From unique Alaskan sweatshirts and windshirts, raincoats in all colors and sizes, rubber boots, fishing tackle, hiking boots or camping equipment, you'll find it all at 6th Avenue Outfitters. 6th Avenue Outfitters, 610 West 6th Avenue, 276-0233. From 6th Avenue Outfitters, we'll cross G Street and cut across the park and head towards 5th Avenue. You'll be able to see the Hilton Hotel in the background. The long, low glass building on 5th Avenue is the Egan Convention Center. The convention center is best known for its glass arcade that extends full length of the building and is a great place to rest before we continue further on 5th Avenue. Center, if you glance down E Street towards 4th, you may notice a fiddler standing on the sidewalk. That's E.T.'s Sidewalk Pizza and Deli. Stop in and see Ernie Thomas. The food is great, and Ernie's personality is colorful. E.T.'s Sidewalk Pizza and Deli, 435 E Street, 278-0898. As you continue east on 5th, you'll come to a place that tempts a certain weakness in all of us. Larsons Homemade Ice Cream Shop. Stop by Larsons for assorted beverages, homemade ice cream, frozen yogurt, and an inexpensive deli lunch, featuring sandwiches, soups, and a salad bar. How can anyone resist? Have some ice cream, packed to go, or if you can't wait, ice cream, 425 West 5th Avenue, 258-6054. On the corner of D Street and 5th, you'll find Paul's Jewelers. Be sure to stop in at Paul's because selected items will be kept on sale all summer long. And remember, with no sales tax, this might be the perfect opportunity to save. Brand name fine china and silver in a wide selection of patterns. Gold and jade. Fine jewelry for a perfect fashion accessory or a special gift. Dazzle your senses with a classic example of masterful crafting and tradition. Paul's Jewelers, 343 West 5th Avenue, 272-4518. Now it's off to the Fur Traders of Alaska. Fur Traders of Alaska has a complete line of fur fashions. Jackets, hats, stoles, boots, slippers, souvenirs, and fur accessories. High-quality craftsmanship and an unlimited selection because you can have your coat designed to your taste. Live the season in a sumptuous fur, luxuriously warm, comfortable, and fashionable. A fur from the Fur Traders of Alaska shop is a welcome return to sophistication. Of Alaska, 321 West 5th Avenue, 276-1489. As you continue on 5th Avenue, the Sheraton Anchorage will be ahead in the distance. 1/2 block before the Days Inn between Cordova and Barrow Streets is an old Alaskan business that has become a tradition. Laura Wright's Alaskan Parkys. If you're looking for truly Alaskan clothing, creations that are beautiful as well as functional, this is the place. Colorful, exquisitely detailed summer or winter outerwear for children and adults. The perfect gift for yourself or a loved one. shipment to your home is also available. Laura Wright's Alaskan Parkys, 223 East 5th Avenue, 274-4215. From Laura Wright's, we'll go back on 5th to A Street and then over to 4th Avenue. On the corner of 4th and A Streets is the Fur Factory. When you visit one of the businesses shown here, remember to mention you saw it on the Alaska Travel Channel. It'll be appreciated. The Fur Factory is a place you have to see to believe. The fur you've always dreamed of is waiting for you at the Anchorage Fur Factory on the corner of 4th and A Streets downtown. Come in and see how furs are selected and matched. You can watch the care and craftsmanship that goes into each item at the Fur Factory. Come in and browse. Find that perfect fur that's just right for you or a loved one. Have it shipped and waiting for you when you get home. All major credit cards accepted at the Anchorage Fur Factory. The Anchorage Fur Factory, 105 West 4th Avenue, 277-8414. Keep in mind that with no sales tax, many Anchorage prices are comparable to those in the lower 48. As we continue on 4th Avenue, the Port of Anchorage will be on the right, and on a clear day, Mount McKinley can be seen. We will then cross 4th Avenue and experience D Street. Often called the Historical District, it has some of Anchorage's oldest buildings. Be sure to mention the Alaska Travel Channel when visiting the businesses shown on this program. First on D Street is Cyrano's Books and Cafe. Cyrano's reflects the attention to the art of words and cuisine for which Cyrano de Bergerac was known. If you're looking for someplace different, this is it. First, a bookstore with one of the widest selections available. Here you can find books to please any literary taste. Spend some time in the Alaska section, children's section, or pick up a t-shirt that anyone will appreciate. Afterwards, relax with a cup of coffee, cappuccino, or other beverage. Second, at night, Cyrano's comes alive with music, exquisite food, and fun. Cyrano's, 413 D Street, 274-2599. Next on D Street is Sue's Alaskan Sweaters and Custom Knits. Sweaters hand knit in Alaska from the finest wool. Warm and durable, one of these sweaters is a welcome addition to anyone's wardrobe and a great way to remember your trip. If you have something special in mind, Sue will tailor a sweater to fit your taste. Sue has more than just sweaters. Try a fur. Or purchase yarn for your own knitting project. The finest products at low prices. Sue's Custom Knits, 417 D Street, 274-2988. Now to Kodiak Furs. Slippers, mucklucks, gloves, coats for men, women, and children in fur and leather. Enjoy the durability and luxury of fur every day. Kodiak Furs has the style to please any taste and the craftsmanship that will ensure long wear. If you don't see exactly what you want, just ask. Custom orders are regularly accepted. Indulge yourself in a long-haired fur. Covers when the bitter cold strikes. And, okay, it's gorgeous. Stop in and let Lenora show you her furs and other Alaskan products. Kodiak Furs, 425 D Street, 279-0698. Next, we proudly invite you to McGrane Jewelers. Established in 1968, they are a manufacturing jeweler. The finest of Alaskan gifts, crystal, gold nugget jewelry, all can be found here. Items to meet the most discriminating of tastes. Sudden impact, gold and diamonds, singular sensations that become all the more potent when combined to make a dramatic fashion statement. For him or for her, McGrane's Jewelers has the prices and selections you'll appreciate. McGrane's Jewelers, 427 D Street, 278-4653. Across D Street from McGrane's Jewelers is Blondie's Cafe. Owned and operated by Ann and Wendy, formerly of the White Spot, Blondie's offers good food and a friendly atmosphere at some of the lowest prices around. Try some of their homemade chili or soup, a hickory burger deluxe, the salad bar, or have breakfast anytime, day or night. Take a look at some of the pictures on the wall. You're in good company when you eat at Blondie's. Blondie's Cafe, 436 D Street, 279-0698. Remember, you don't have to haul your purchases around or try to make room in your luggage. All of the stores we'll visit can send your purchases directly to you or your friends at little or no additional charge. Now to the Sled Dog Shop. Enjoy an informal atmosphere. The Sled Dog Shop specializes in Alaskan memorabilia from the Fur Rendezvous, one of the world's 10 largest carnivals held in Anchorage in February, sled dog races like the Iditarod and the Yukon Quest. During a visit here, you might just meet one of the mushers. The Sled Dog Shop has all sorts of collectibles, buttons, posters, unique t-shirts, prints, and calendars. A favorite item for collectors and travelers are these steins, unique items and great conversation pieces. Many of these items can only be found at the Sled Dog Shop. So stop in and say hello to Gene Gilman and learn more about dog mushing in Alaska. You don't have to be a musher to enjoy the Sled Dog Shop. The Sled Dog Shop, 400 D Street, 274-7600. The white building on the corner of 4th and D is the Club 25 or Wendler building. Constructed in 1915 and having withstood the 1964 earthquake of 8.6, it's the oldest building in Anchorage. Today, Alaska Heritage Arts makes the Club 25 building their home. Alaska Heritage Arts is a great experience and an education because here you can watch native carvers work on ivory, soapstone, and bone. Unique, one-of-a-kind items can be found here. These art pieces become more beautiful and valuable with time. Some of the artists who contribute to Alaska Heritage Arts are attaining international recognition. One in particular was invited to show his work in Washington, D.C. this past spring. Other shows in the lower 48 have been scheduled for this fall. Whether you're looking for a gift, an item for yourself, or a piece to add to a collection, visit Alaska Heritage Arts. Alaska Heritage Arts, 400 D Street, 278-4787. This portion of 4th Avenue is the starting line for the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race. This race has become world famous as a grueling test of the mushers and their dogs. Across 4th Avenue in the bright yellow building, appropriately called the Sunshine Mall, is the Rusty Harpoon. Their sign says Alaskan Gifts, and they have them in the finest quality. But the Rusty Harpoon offers much more. Discover for yourself the unique blend of items to enhance your home or office. Original sculptures by Alaskan artists, native crafts, jewelry, and souvenirs to remember your trip or for friends back home. You'll want to spend some time in this shop. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, the Rusty Harpoon offers a superb selection and prices to fit any budget. You won't leave disappointed. Be sure to look at their fine selection of Alaskan ulus. The ulu is a native cutting tool that has a rich history and is as useful today as it was thousands of years ago. Don't miss out. I've heard people say that they wish they had come to the Rusty Harpoon first. The Rusty Harpoon, 411 West 4th Avenue, 278-9011. Leaving the Rusty Harpoon on the right and still in the Sunshine Mall, you'll find Tito's Restaurant. A great place to take a break, have lunch, or a quick evening meal. Grecian cuisine, sub sandwiches, pizza, or fantastic chicken. Enjoy your meal with a choice of imported or domestic beers. Takeout orders are also available. I hope you'll enjoy Tito's as much as we do. Great food at a reasonable price. Tito's Gyros, 411 West 4th Avenue, 279-9322. Now we're off to the smallest gift shop in Anchorage. We'll continue on 4th to E Street. About halfway down in the shadow of the Hilton Hotel is the Alaska Gift Gallery. Please remember to mention the Alaska Travel Channel when visiting any of these businesses. They will appreciate it, and so will we. Also remember, you don't have to haul your purchases around. All of the shops we'll visit can send your purchases directly to you or your friends at little or no additional charge. The Alaska Gift Gallery may be small, but they have a great deal to offer. Sweatshirts and t-shirts that are stylish and of the best quality, stained glass, souvenirs, traditional native art, gold and jewelry, and best of all, a t-shirt sale that lasts all summer long. Come in and say hi to Sandy. The Alaska Gift Gallery, 334 E Street, 277-5748. Next is the largest gift shop in Anchorage, Grizzly's Gifts. Grizzly's is a sight to behold. Thousands of items to please any taste or budget. Everything from cute and cuddly, informative, fashionable, decorative, unique, useful, and funny. If you can't find a gift item here, it's probably not made yet. Grizzly's is the place. Grizzly's Gifts, 501 West 4th Avenue, 276-4933. Grizzly's is also in a very historical spot on 4th Avenue. Old City Hall is just across the street, with the Egan Center just behind. But the building that houses Grizzly's is a step into the past, the Anchorage Hotel. President Harding stayed here when he drove the last spike in the Alaska Railroad, and so did Wiley Post before his fateful flight to the Arctic. If all this walking and shopping has made you weary or hungry, let me introduce you to the Downtown Deli and Cafe. Certain places appeal to us, not because they're fashionable, but because in one way or another they bring together a combination of creative personalities. The Downtown Deli and Cafe is such a place. Open early for breakfast or late for an evening meal, the food is moderately priced and uniformly wonderful. The Downtown Deli, 525 West 4th Avenue, 274-0027. Another building that survived the 1964 earthquake today houses Grant's Fine Jewelry. Small and intimate, Grant's Jewelry is a special place. Gold nugget jewelry for him or for her, of the highest quality and at some of the best prices in town. Grant's also has traditional items. To possess this timeless beauty and legendary artistry is a pleasure not to be denied. Visit Grant's and be surprised. Grant's Fine Jewelry, 541 West 4th Avenue, 272-7762. So, you want to see Alaska? Well, Alaska Sightseeing Tours can show you our great state in luxury and comfort. Picture yourself in this scene. You can't say you've seen Alaska until you've seen Columbia Glacier, a spectacle 10,000 years in the making. And the best way to see it is aboard the Glacier Seas, Alaska Sightseeing Tour's sleek, powerful tour yacht. Relax and see more of Alaska, up close. It's a mighty fine way to see a mighty glacier, or anything else in Alaska. Alaska Sightseeing Tours, 543 West 4th Avenue, 276-1305. Next on our agenda is the Alaska Public Lands Information Center in the old Federal Building. The Information Center offers interpretive displays, books, maps, Alaskan movies, discussions, and other information for visitors oriented towards Alaska's wilderness. Leaving the Public Lands Information Center, we'll continue on 4th to G and continue to 5th Avenue. About halfway up G, you'll come to Remember When Antiques. Now, Anchorage may not seem old enough for antiques, but Remember When has many items that date back to our very beginnings and before. Come in and browse. If you appreciate the craftsmanship of days gone by, this is the place for you. Remember When Antiques, 412 G Street, 272-3631. Continuing on G Street, round the corner to the right, there you will find the Imaginarium. Something wonderful is happening here, and you're invited. The Imaginarium, Anchorage's most unique science discovery center. Hands-on demonstrations and please-touch exhibits enchant young and old alike. Fly by the seat of your pants in an airplane with simulated cockpit. Explore a polar bear's ice lair. Enclose yourself in a gigantic soap bubble. Bring a little bit of excitement home with an unusual gift from the store. We invite you to share the excitement. The Imaginarium, 725 West 5th Avenue, 276-3179. As we leave the Imaginarium, the Westmark Anchorage will be on our right. We're going to backtrack just a bit. Again, past Remember When Antiques, over to 4th, turn left towards the Captain Cook, and about halfway down the block, you will find the Alaska General Store. Step back into the past. Come in and see the types of items that survived Alaska's rugged beginnings. Or search out a piece to fill a collection you now have or start a collection for yourself or a friend with a purchase here. The quality and selection available at the Alaska General Store will surprise you. It's well worth your time to visit the Alaska General Store. The Alaska General Store, 715 West 4th Avenue, 274-1672. Next to the Alaska General Store is Novacell's Jewelry. Nothing feels quite as nice as spending some time in Novacell's Jewelry, Alaskan gifts and jewelry items. A selection from Novacell's can be the difference between being dressed and well-dressed. Go ahead, you deserve it. Gold, an elegant expression of your personality and individual lifestyle. Finely detailed carvings that will be treasured for years. Something to fit any taste. Novacell's Jewelry, 717 West 4th, 277-5411. There are always little mishaps on any vacation, but this next business can make things easier with your photography. Dan's Camera. There's a lot to photograph in Alaska. Don't take chances. Let the professional staff at Dan's make sure your camera is in perfect order before you go sightseeing. Pick up some extra film if you go out in the wilds. Camera stores are a long way off. Don't run out. Ask about other specialty items you may need. A little expert advice may help you get those perfect shots. Camera Repair, 735 West 4th Avenue, 277-7214. Now we're on the corner of 4th and H Streets. If you look past the Anchorage Times building on H, you'll see the Thai cuisine. Eat your way to happiness. Here, beliefs, customs, and tradition give food meaning as well as flavor. At the Thai cuisine, the food is wonderful, and you'll really get the flavor of a timeless culture still thriving. The Thai cuisine, 444 8th Street, 277-8424. If steak is on your mind, go to the corner of 4th and K Street. There you'll find the Keyboard Steakhouse and Lounge. Upon entering, you'll find a dark bar atmosphere cloaking an excellent steakhouse. For lunch, for dinner, with friends or business associates, come to the Keyboard. Try one of their daily entree specials, fresh seafood, filet, or prime rib. Portions are generous and seating is usually available. Ask about their breakfast menu. Always a friendly atmosphere and evening entertainment, too. The Keyboard Steakhouse and Lounge, 938 West 4th Avenue, 276-8131. Now continue on 4th, towards L Street. Just past the parking garage are 3 businesses we want to introduce you to. The first is Legal Pizza. Legal Pizza features fresh baked goods from American Pies, a local baker, economy dining with continental breakfast, pizza by the slice, sandwiches, salads, and takeout box lunches. Try the digestible whole wheat pizza crust. We eat there regularly when downtown. Try my favorite, the cheese and steak sandwich. I can't say enough about Legal Pizza or Ron, the proprietor. I know that you will enjoy his hospitality as much as we do. Legal Pizza, 1034 West 4th, 276-0713. Now to Adventure North. This is your ticket to Alaska's wilderness. Come into the hospitality suite. Let them show you how you can experience the peace and quiet of the wilderness, even if your time is short. With no advance notice, whether you have an hour, a day, or more, Adventure North and Bush pilots can take you on a flight-seeing trip where you'll see the magnificence of an unspoiled Alaska. Go fishing for salmon and trout. Or treat yourself to an evening barbecue in Salmon Bay. How can you possibly resist? Your adventuring spirit can be fulfilled for as little as $99. Adventure North, Bush Pilots, 1040 West 4th Avenue, 276-0713. Now we'll go just down the street to L Street and Mount McKinley, Alaska Glacier Tours. Mount McKinley Alaska Glacier Tours is a year-round tour company that knows how to cater to the traveler's needs wherever you want to travel in the state. See Mount McKinley, the highest point in North America, a mysterious monarch decreeing its own weather. Mount McKinley Alaska Glacier Tours will arrange to have their Denali Express pick you up at your hotel and whisk you off to an adventure you'll never forget. Visit Mount McKinley and Denali Park in a day or longer with a Denali Express van. Round trips, plus a picnic lunch departing from Anchorage daily. Cruise the glacial fjords of Prince William Sound, 1 to 3 days or longer. It's all available for you at Mount McKinley Alaska Glacier Tours. Mount McKinley Alaska Glacier Tours, 405 L Street, 274-8539. As you can see, Anchorage has a lot to offer. All the amenities of an all-American city, but also on the edge of Alaska's wilderness. History, recreation, and a relaxed atmosphere are all part of Anchorage. It's time to get up early. We're going to go fishing and flight seeing with Ketchum's Air Service. Take advantage of a $100 special or a one-day best fishing package. Best fishing means just that. They go to where the day fisherman can do his or her best. When you step into a comfortable Ketchum Air Service plane, the Alaska wilderness millions dream of awaits you. Ketch, Marguerite, and Craig have been treating thousands to the best fishing in Alaska since the mid-60s. Ketchum's Air Service can equip you with everything, from hip boots to boats and cabins. Here's Craig Ketchum.
One of the nice trips that we do is going to the Columbia Glacier. Usually you hear little gasps behind you, much as if someone has just seen a beautiful woman. But because it is really startling. It's so large, it's one of the largest tidewater glaciers in Alaska, that it's flabbergasting, really. And the first impression is most people drop their cameras, and it takes them a few minutes to realize that I better get this on film. I may never see anything like this again. And they're scrambling. Most people run out of film about halfway through seeing the Columbia Glacier, and they scramble to put more film in their camera because all you really hear as a pilot are oohs, ahs, gasps, and clicking sounds.
Ketchum's Air Service, North Shore of Lake Hood, 243-5525. If you enjoy films of wildlife in Alaska, call American Video Distributors. Almost $200 worth of films on Alaska, all on one tape for only $49.95. The Age of Alaska, Denali Wilderness, Katmai, Glacier Bay, The Grand Design, Magnificence and Trust. Hotel delivery available for only $5.25 more. Call 562-1287 or 1-800-322-2445, 24 hours a day. All for only $49.95 at American Video Distributors. This land is big, but size in some ways is an illusion here. 1/3 of the state is above or beyond tree line. One half is fragile tundra. Life is stretched across yawning space. Looking at Alaska's wilderness is like looking through a window with time suspended. You can see a world of plants and animals living out their cycles of birth, growth, decay, and death in a state of balance and harmony regulated by nature. You can see the primeval past, the present, and the future in a single glance. The birds of 6 continents fly thousands of miles to nest or to feed in Alaska. Several species nest no other place in the world. Alaska is the summer home for more than 12 million ducks, 1 million geese, and 400 million other birds. Interdependent. Food chains of animals, birds, and fish often rest upon the protection of complete ecosystems. Large numbers of animals survive only because their range is vast. If the great caribou herds were to linger, they would quickly destroy their food source. The Alaska brown bear roams over dozens of square miles to feed on his staple diet of grass and berries. Salmon come, the bears feast and build up that extra layer of fat to help them through the winter's hibernation. Alaska from Russia in 1867 for a few pennies an acre. Even at that price, many Americans called the purchase folly. But critics who complained of the bitter cold and said this land was worthless had no idea of Alaska's hidden wealth or her infinite moods. Although Alaska may seem wild and uninhabitable, much of Alaska is gentle, easy, and accessible. Alaska is both an invitation and a challenge to the adventuring spirit. Alaska. I hope you've enjoyed our little trip as much as I've enjoyed taking you on it. If you've missed any of this tape, please stand by. It will repeat again in just a short time. Thank you.